Today we're diving headfirst into one of the most compelling and frankly most urgent conversations of our time: how the United States economy is fundamentally transforming in the wake of the artificial intelligence revolution. This isn't just about a new piece of software or a faster algorithm. This is about a seismic shift, a technological wave unlike anything we've witnessed before, and it's actively reshaping everything from our daily jobs to the very fabric of our political landscape. Artificial intelligence isn't merely a sophisticated tool, it's a powerful and pervasive catalyst, actively redesigning economic structures from the ground up and forcing policymakers to confront unprecedented and incredibly difficult questions with immediate relevance for every American. Think about it for a moment. Just a few years ago, AI was largely a concept confined to science fiction or highly specialized research labs. Now it's integrated into countless aspects of our daily lives, from personalized recommendations on streaming services to sophisticated diagnostic tools in medicine, from autonomous vehicles revolutionizing transportation to the complex algorithms driving our global financial markets. This rapid acceleration isn't just intellectually fascinating, it's actively creating profound, undeniable ripple effects across the entire U.S. economy, touching every corner and every individual. We're talking about a transformation that deeply impacts every single American, whether you're a factory worker in the Midwest, a tech executive in Silicon Valley, a small business owner in your local community, or a policymaker walking the powerful halls of Congress in Washington, D.C. The sheer scale and speed of this change are truly monumental, and understanding its complex nuances is absolutely crucial for navigating the future successfully and making informed decisions. One of the most immediate and politically charged impacts of AI is its profound influence on the labor market. This is where the rubber truly meets the road for millions of families across the nation. As automation, powered by increasingly advanced AI, becomes more sophisticated and capable, a growing number of traditional jobs across various sectors face the very real prospect of being automated, significantly reconfigured, or even entirely replaced. We're no longer just talking about manufacturing roles, which have seen automation for decades. Now, AI is affecting customer service, administrative tasks, data entry, content creation, and even certain highly specialized professional fields that once seemed completely immune to technological displacement. This creates immense pressure on the U.S. government to devise robust, equitable, and forward-thinking solutions for what could become widespread structural unemployment and significant economic disruption. The political debates around this issue are already intense and are only set to grow louder as AI capabilities continue their relentless march forward. We are already seeing vigorous discussions swirling around whether the nation should dramatically boost its investments in large-scale retraining programs, specifically designed to equip the current workforce with the essential skills necessary for an AI-driven economy. Should we be thinking about entirely new social safety net policies, such as a universal basic income UBI, to provide a fundamental financial floor for those whose livelihoods are inevitably disrupted by AI-powered automation? Or is the most effective answer to fundamentally overhaul our entire educational model, from kindergarten right through university, to ensure future generations are thoroughly prepared with the critical thinking, creativity, problem-solving abilities, and technological fluency explicitly demanded by an AI-centric world? The government's proactive and thoughtful response to this looming wave of labor market disruption will not only determine the very fabric of social stability, but also dramatically influence the electoral landscape for years to come, fundamentally altering political careers and party platforms. The stakes could not be higher for both political parties as they grapple with these complex challenges, requiring foresight, collaboration, and a willingness to adapt traditional approaches to governance. Beyond the immediate job market concerns, AI is also exacerbating an issue that has already been a deeply divisive fault line in American politics for decades: economic inequality. This technology, while promising immense prosperity and groundbreaking advancements, currently appears to be funneling a disproportionate share of its benefits to a select and powerful few. Large technology companies, the innovative individuals who own the capital powering AI development, and a relatively small, highly skilled workforce proficient in AI technologies are currently reaping the lion's share of the rewards, seeing their wealth and influence grow exponentially. This trend risks widening the already significant gap between the wealthy and everyone else, pushing political parties into heated and often acrimonious confrontations over tax policies, regulations concerning the distribution of wealth and intellectual property, and critically, equitable access to the technology itself. The political pressure for a more broadly and equitably distributed share of AI's fruits is steadily increasing, with proposals ranging from new taxes on AI-derived profits to comprehensive initiatives specifically aimed at improving technological access and digital literacy for underserved communities. Ensuring that the incredible benefits of this new technological era are broadly and equitably shared, rather than unfairly concentrated in the hands of a powerful few, will undoubtedly be a defining political struggle of the 21st century, testing the very core values of American society and its commitment to fairness. Then there's the monumental and incredibly complex task of governance and regulation. U.S. lawmakers are currently struggling to simply keep pace with the lightning-fast evolution of AI. It's like trying to catch a bullet train on foot while it accelerates. Fundamental and pressing questions about AI ethics, the sanctity of data privacy, legal liability when AI systems make errors or cause harm, and the very real risk of monopolistic control by a handful of giant tech corporations are rapidly becoming central to congressional hearings, public discourse, and the daily news cycle. Political parties often approach these challenges from vastly different philosophical standpoints, reflecting their core ideologies. One side might passionately advocate for lighter regulations, firmly believing that less government intervention fosters innovation and allows the technology to flourish freely without stifling restrictions. The other side typically calls for much tighter controls, emphasizing the paramount need to protect consumers, prevent potential abuses of power, and ensure fair competition within the emerging AI ecosystem, promoting a level playing field. Striking the right balance between fostering groundbreaking innovation and implementing necessary and effective oversight is an enormous policy challenge, one that could lead to significant and far-reaching legislative changes and ultimately forge an entirely new regulatory framework for the entire technology industry. This delicate balancing act is critical, and the decisions made today will profoundly shape the future of AI development and its societal integration, creating a framework that either fosters inclusive growth or entrenches existing disparities. Furthermore, AI's profound impact extends far beyond national borders, directly influencing U.S. foreign policy and, crucially, national security. We are currently witnessing an intense and often tense global AI race, particularly with strategic rivals like China, which is fueling massive and sustained investments in AI research and development across critical sectors such as defense, intelligence gathering, and vital infrastructure. This escalating technological competition raises complex and sensitive issues regarding technology export controls, the vital protection of crucial supply chains for essential AI components, and the imperative to maintain America's strategic advantage and leadership on the world stage. The increasing reliance on AI within advanced military systems also ignites profound ethical debates about the future of warfare, the alarming implications of autonomous weapons, and the very real potential for escalating conflicts through AI-driven decision-making processes. These are not merely technical discussions. They are deeply geopolitical and moral quandaries that demand careful consideration and proactive policy responses from global leaders, impacting alliances and international power dynamics for decades to come. In sum, The AI technology wave is not just creating a complex and dynamic economic picture. It demands a profound and immediate political adaptation, a fundamental rethinking of our foundational approaches to governance and societal well-being. From the dynamism of the labor market to the persistent and growing challenge of economic inequality, from the intricate web of technological regulation to the strategic imperatives of national security, virtually every single facet of public policy is now being meticulously re-evaluated through the transformative lens of artificial intelligence. The future trajectory of the U.S. economy and its indispensable standing on the international stage will hinge critically on the ability of our political leadership to grasp these unprecedented opportunities, to diligently mitigate the inherent risks, and to skillfully navigate these truly revolutionary changes with wisdom and foresight. We are standing at the precipice of a new defining chapter in the economic and political evolution of a global superpower, and the choices we collectively make today will resonate for generations to come. This incredible journey into an AI-powered future is just beginning, and we invite you to join us as we explore its intricate details, uncovering the challenges, the immense opportunities, and the profound implications for all of us.
Stay with US, how we impact this crucial transformation shaping America and the world how we know it.
Okay, let's pick up right where we left off, diving deep into how artificial intelligence is truly reshaping the American economic landscape and, by extension, its political future. We're talking about a transformation that's not just incremental but foundational, prompting profound conversations in Washington and across the nation unlike any we've had before. The ripple effects of AI touch every sector, every household and political debate, making it an inescapable force demanding our full attention. One of the most immediate and politically charged battlegrounds for AI's impact is undoubtedly the labor market. Imagine a future, or rather a present, where tasks once requiring human hands and minds are increasingly handled by sophisticated algorithms and robotic systems. We're already seeing this in manufacturing, where advanced robotics can assemble goods with precision and speed that human workers simply cannot match. It's also evident in customer service, with AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants now capable of resolving complex queries, effectively reducing the need for large call centers. But the reach of AI extends far beyond these traditional blue-collar and entry-level roles. Even professional fields, traditionally thought to be safe havens, are feeling the heat. Consider legal research, medical diagnostics, financial analysis, or even content creation. AI tools are becoming incredibly adept at these tasks, often outperforming human counterparts in efficiency and data processing capabilities. This isn't just about a few jobs here and there. We're talking about the potential for widespread structural unemployment, where entire categories of work become obsolete, leaving significant portions of the workforce struggling to find new pathways. This impending, and in many cases already ongoing, labor market disruption creates immense pressure on the U.S. government. The political implications are profound. How does a society adapt when the fundamental contract of work is altered so drastically? This question fuels intense political debates around crucial solutions. One major area of discussion revolves around massive retraining programs. Advocates argue that the government must invest heavily in upskilling and reskilling initiatives, transforming the existing workforce with the advanced digital and critical thinking skills needed for the AI era. This would involve federal funding for vocational schools, community colleges, and online learning platforms designed to transition displaced workers into new in-demand roles, such as AI trainers, data scientists, cybersecurity specialists, or ethics officers for AI systems. These programs are not just about learning new software. They're about fostering adaptability and continuous learning as core components of the future workforce. Another, perhaps more radical, solution frequently brought up in political discourse is Universal Basic Income, or UBI. The idea behind UBI is to provide every citizen with a regular, unconditional income, regardless of their employment status. Proponents see UBI as a safety net that could cushion the blow of widespread job displacement, ensuring that people can meet their basic needs even if traditional employment becomes scarce. Politically, however, UBI is a deeply divisive topic. Conservatives often raise concerns about work incentives and the astronomical cost of such a program, questioning its long-term economic viability and its potential impact on individual initiative. Liberals, while often more open to the concept, still debate the optimal level of income, the funding mechanisms, and the potential for inflation. The very discussion of UBI signals the magnitude of the challenge AI poses to our traditional understanding of work and welfare. Beyond retraining and UBI, there's a growing consensus that the entire education model, from K-12 all the way through higher education, needs a fundamental overhaul. The focus must shift significantly from rote memorization to fostering creativity, critical thinking, problem-solving, and collaboration, skills that are inherently more difficult for AI to replicate. Equipping future generations to work alongside AI, manage it, and innovate in new fields will be paramount. This means reimagining curricula, actively investing in advanced technology in schools, and prioritizing interdisciplinary learning. The government's response to these impending shifts in the labor market, whether through robust retraining, innovative social safety nets, or transformative educational reforms, will not only determine the economic stability of millions but will also profoundly shape the social fabric and the electoral landscape for decades to come. Political leaders who successfully navigate this transition could secure enduring support, while those who falter risk widespread discontent and political upheaval. As AI continues to redefine the nature of work, it also exacerbates a pre-existing fault line in American society: economic inequality. This isn't a new issue, but AI is pouring fuel on an already smoldering fire. The benefits of this technological revolution are not being evenly distributed. Large technology companies that develop and deploy AI, along with the venture capitalists and shareholders who fund them, are accumulating vast amounts of wealth at an unprecedented pace. Furthermore, the specialized workforce with high-demand AI skills, data scientists, machine learning engineers, AI ethicists, are commanding premium salaries, creating an elite class of knowledge workers. This growing disparity risks widening the gap between the affluent and everyone else, pushing more people into precarious economic situations. The wealth generated by AI is increasingly concentrated at the top, leading to questions about fairness and social justice that resonate deeply in political arenas. This concentration of wealth inevitably brings forth intense political confrontation regarding tax policies, the distribution of assets, and access to technology. Different political parties offer vastly different approaches. One side might argue for laissez-faire policies, believing that unfettered innovation will eventually lift all boats and that heavy taxation stifles progress. The other side contends that proactive government intervention is necessary to ensure a more equitable distribution of AI's benefits. This includes proposals for new tax structures, perhaps even a robot tax or a levy on the immense profits generated by AI automation, to fund social programs or UBI. There's also growing pressure to improve access to technology and digital literacy for disadvantaged communities, ensuring that the benefits of AI are not exclusively enjoyed by a privileged few. Ensuring equitable access to AI tools, education, and opportunities becomes a critical political and ethical imperative. The debate over how to fairly distribute the spoils of the AI revolution is quickly becoming a defining feature of modern American politics, sparking intense discussions about capitalism, social responsibility, and the role of government in shaping economic outcomes. This will undoubtedly influence future elections and policy priorities, as citizens increasingly demand a system that works for more than just a select few. The rapid pace of AI development also presents an enormous challenge for regulation and oversight. Lawmakers in the U.S. find themselves in a constant game of catch-up, struggling to draft legislation that is both effective and agile enough to keep pace with an ever-evolving technology. Questions surrounding AI ethics are paramount. How do we ensure AI systems are fair, unbiased, and transparent? What guardrails are needed to prevent discriminatory algorithms? Data privacy is another massive concern. As AI thrives on vast datasets, how do we protect individual privacy without stifling innovation? Who owns the data, and how is it used and secured? Then there's the complex issue of legal liability. If an AI system causes harm, who is responsible? Is it the developer, the deployer, the data provider, or the AI itself? These are not hypothetical scenarios. They are real-world problems demanding immediate legislative attention. Furthermore, the risk of monopoly by a handful of large technology corporations in the AI space is a major concern. These companies possess enormous resources, talent, and data, giving them an almost insurmountable advantage. This raises antitrust issues and questions about market concentration. Political parties again diverge on their approaches. Some advocate for a light-touch regulatory environment, arguing that excessive rules could stifle the very innovation that drives economic growth and global competitiveness. They believe that market forces will eventually self-correct, and too much government interference could put the U.S. at a disadvantage in the global AI race. Conversely, others call for much stricter controls, emphasizing the need to protect consumers, prevent anti-competitive practices, and ensure a level playing field. They argue that without strong regulatory frameworks, AI's power will be consolidated in the hands of a few, leading to potential abuses and limiting broader societal benefits. The challenge lies in striking a delicate balance, fostering groundbreaking innovation while simultaneously establishing robust safeguards to protect society and ensure equitable access. This intricate balancing act will undoubtedly lead to significant changes in existing laws and the creation of entirely new legal frameworks, shaping the future structure and behavior of the tech industry for decades to come. This intricate balancing act will undoubtedly lead to significant changes in existing laws and the creation of entirely new legal frameworks. We're talking about crucial legislation addressing algorithmic transparency, data privacy, and the complex issue of legal liabilities when AI systems make errors. Preventing technological monopolies and ensuring a competitive landscape are also paramount. This debate highlights a fundamental political division: those who champion rapid innovation with minimal regulation versus those demanding stringent controls for ethical deployment and consumer protection. Finding common ground here defines our society's fundamental values in the AI era. These technological implications, as you might imagine, stretch far beyond our national borders. AI is profoundly reshaping foreign policy and national security, elevating technological prowess to a central pillar of geopolitical power. We are now in a full-blown AI technology race, with the United States facing intense competition from rivals like China. This isn't merely about economic supremacy, it's about strategic advantage, military capabilities, and securing a leading position in the 21st century's global order. Whichever nation achieves preeminence in AI development will gain a significant geopolitical edge. This compels Washington to channel vast resources into AI research and development, treating it as a critical national strategy to maintain technological superiority. This intense competition translates into massive investments across various critical sectors. We're seeing unprecedented capital flowing into AI research and development for defense applications, intelligence gathering, and securing vital national infrastructure. This isn't merely about building better software. It's about ensuring the resilience of our power grids, the security of our communication networks, and the superiority of our defense systems. Furthermore, this race has sparked heated debates and actions around technology export controls. The U.S. is increasingly focused on restricting the flow of advanced AI hardware and software to potential adversaries, particularly critical components like advanced semiconductors. Protecting these crucial supply chains has become a national security imperative, safeguarding America's technological lead. However, integrating AI into military systems brings forth profound ethical and practical dilemmas. The development of autonomous weapon systems, often dubbed killer robots, raises deeply unsettling questions about warfare ethics. Who is accountable when an AI system makes life-or-death decisions without human intervention? Furthermore, increasing reliance on AI in military decision-making and rapid response systems could significantly heighten conflict escalation risks. An AI-powered defense system might react to perceived threats with unprecedented speed, potentially reducing critical human deliberation time. These are not hypothetical scenarios. They are active topics of debate within the Pentagon and international forums. While the U.S. aims for strategic superiority, it must navigate these moral minefields and engage in global discussions to establish norms and safeguards for AI in warfare. Ultimately, the AI wave is painting an incredibly complex economic and political picture for the United States, demanding profound adaptation across all sectors. From the evolving labor market and widening economic inequality, to intricate technology regulation challenges and pressing national security concerns, every facet of public policy is being re-evaluated through the lens of artificial intelligence.
The future prosperity of the U.S.
economy and its international standing will depend entirely on political leadership's capacity to skillfully grasp emerging opportunities, meticulously mitigate inherent risks, and deftly navigate these truly revolutionary changes. We are witnessing a pivotal moment, a new chapter unfolding in the economic and political evolution of a global superpower, and how we respond now will determine our future trajectory for decades to come.